bags are packed, are you ready to go? This time tomorrow we'll be on the road, riding with you in the sunnier days. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another chapter of Children of Éarte. We're so excited to be here with you today. First of all, as usual, let's throw it over to Adam for our sponsors.
We have Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can grab an Electrum chest code with the code that's on the overlay or bouncing around in chat. Thank you so much, Idle Champions. We appreciate all the support. And Die Hard Dice, who has supplied our cast, thanks again, Marcus Riedner, with Judgment Jugglers.
Fantastic. A classic.
That's a good one.
Very
Judgment Jugglers, and they make good stuff. So go check them out, and you can use the code Éarte to get 10% off your order. And finally, tonight, you will hear the dulcet tones of Sirenscape, because epic games need epic sound.
Sometimes not so dulcet. Sometimes.
Yes. Sometimes horrible. I mean, I'm sure that
terrifying.
I'm sure that the NASA black hole stuff is going to make its way into something, because that's all I think about now.
Or sometimes it's weeks and weeks of drippy, creaky mine.
Yes, that's it. At least we saw sunlight last time. All right, so I am Adam Bradford, CDO at Demiplane, and you can find me on Twitter at BadEyeAdam, and I am playing a newly reunited with his hat, Silas Jordan.
I love it. Hey everybody, I'm Alicia Marie. You can find me on all socials at Alicia Marie Body. I'm a professional costume artist and improv performing artist as well. And Monday nights you can catch me on the Glass Cannon Network, where we're playing Voyagers of the Jump, which is based in the Traveler RPG. And then Tuesdays here, of course, and Fridays for Radiant Stories with DM Lauren Oboe on Be Never Ending. And tonight I am playing Fairuza Armstrong, attorney for hire, because by now I'm sure she's been fired.
I don't know. It's only been like a few days, really. Yeah.
Okay. Newly brunette. Don't get used to it. Fairuza Armstrong.
Gorgeous everywhere.
Thank you.
Hey, I am Jen Kretchmer. You can find me on Twitter as @DreamWisp. You can find me streaming on Twitch as DreamWispJen, and all throughout the interwebs doing all sorts of different stuff. But tonight, I am playing your friendly neighborhood troublemaker, Maeve Morgan Flynn.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content coordinator over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on Twitter as ObaLauren. You can find me here tonight playing Neb, who is just going to turn into a wolf every time things get cold. It's just, that's fuzzy wolf is the best.
And hi, I'm Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at the Hope LaVelle. You can also watch one more episode with Dottie the Dandelion on a Familiar Quest Series 2 on C&E Games with Idle Champions. One final episode before Dottie takes her leave. So check that out on Mondays. And tonight I'm playing Miss Robin Beckett, who is just so happy to be here.
Well, wonderful. Thank you all players for being here again with me tonight. And thank you everyone at home for tuning in for the 18th chapter of Children of Éarte. I don't know why I like keeping track of the numbers. Something about that feels fun. So yes, welcome. Settle in, get cozy, get something to drink as we begin our story. I am Deborah Ann Woll. I am your storyteller for this evening. Last week, we had a bit of a side quest, which was interesting. Our players woke up warm and safe on the top level of the mine, of Steve's mine, and they ventured out into the woods, sort of searching after the wolf howls that you'd heard in the night, and also seemed to find moose tracks tracks from this elusive moose that Fairuza connected with on her last night out in the cold. When you came to a river you couldn't pass, most of you went to try and cross on a log bridge. However, Neb immediately transformed and hopped across, making friends with a finch, and discovered a grisly scene of some slaughtered wolf pack and terrifying noises out in the woods, gigantic trees falling seemingly by an invisible hand. The moose made its return to sort of help stave off disaster, and you all trekked your way back to the mine, feeling that was a little too much to handle right now. Giant, terrifying creatures in the woods, and made your way down to the first level where you ground some stones using the technology of the day and discovered some strange runes, some strange letters at the bottom of this cistern. Josh, if you'd like to show everyone the level 1 clue again. You received this, dusted away some of the stone shavings there, and found this. And of course, we have a book that translates things.
And a very smart Maeve.
Very
yes,
smart, Maeve.
And so Maeve will take out a notebook and just look through it and compare it to the cipher text that we had using the keyword Steve, and we will find that it decrypts to skip to step O.
Step
That's
O.
strange. Step
Well, I bet that's like left.
Left.
L,
Okay.
left. Yeah, it's got to be left, right?
Well, it could be step large. It could be step lightly. It could be cut off. We don't know.
Wait, but it says skip 2? Is that what the first part said?
It does. Previously, we had
So
skip
we don't
3.
have to get the last clue then.
Well, but level 3 said to skip 3 and don't
Oh,
slip. So
well, yeah, you
I think
can't
we're
skip
talking about
3 if
something
you're
else,
on
not
3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, level 4 had a turn R, and I think we assumed that was a turn right. So it makes sense for this to be a
Oh,
turn left.
I'm just excited that we're gonna have to do a dance at the end of this. Not sure what it sounds like.
I mean, I picked up some really sweet dance moves from the rats. It was a lot of fun. I'll
Just
show
a
you all.
box step, real easy stuff. Yeah.
They're much better dancers than I could ever be. Okay, well, I guess this means we've got to go check out level 2 and
Yeah.
all the stuff that was there.
I'm kind of feeling it now. We're getting really close. And see if this is kind of like a video game, because honestly, if we had gotten this first clue first, we would have totally had like a false sense of security, because that was way easier than the other clues. And so maybe if it's using like a leveling mechanism like games do, then level 2 should be easy. But I will say, level 2, if I'm thinking about this right, that is where the, I don't know, what do we call them? Vampires or Morlocks or whatever they were. They were there. And that was level 2. And so actually, I think level 2 is going to be the hardest. And that's now the one we have left.
Oh, come on, Silas! You had such gumption a second ago. Let's do this. I am
Haven't
so
you heard
excited.
the old phrase, first is the worst, second is the best? So,
What
At
happens
least-
with third and fourth?
well, I'd assume it was fitting the structure if third is the one with the hairy chest and that was full of rats.
Yeah.
I mean, they did all have hairy chests.
Ancient wisdom here, Silas. Ancient wisdom.
We need some kind of plan here, though, because if the rats are to be trusted, and honestly, let's be honest, they have been trustworthy so far. If they are to be trusted, though, they said that each of these clues would be on like the farthest, hardest to reach part, because the masochist that is presumably Steve, and when that is. So if on level 2, that means that theoretically we would have to recross the whatever that thing was, the Icker, if you will. We're going to have to recross the Icker River, And then we're going to have to somehow elude, because I don't think that we want to throw down and play fisticuffs with the Morlocks. So we're going to have to elude them and then somehow make it to the only other place that we saw when we were there was like a place behind us. So it had to have been somewhere in the direction that we didn't go, right? So by process of elimination.
Unless the ichor was eating away at whatever was covering it, and if we get rid of it, it's underneath.
Yeah, we could go all the way back to that place that was flooded, but I don't know if it's necessarily all the way back there. We did a lot of looking around, and we're gonna have to go through that whole cavern with the icky ichor and wherever those vampire creatures were anyway. So we might as well go slow, and maybe we'll find it sooner. Maybe we don't have to go all the way back.
Possibly.
I don't
We
want
need
to
a
have to
contingency
tangle.
though.
Lots of fighting and loud noises, I guess. That worked the last time.
Could we draw them out somewhere else? Or was there a place that we could, I don't know, lay a trap for them?
With the black ooze stuff, I mean, we almost got that one to fall right in, and then they all noped out as soon as the one almost fell in. So, which I don't blame them, but maybe we could use that to our advantage.
Your leg throbs a little bit, Silas, as we talk about it.
So I really do think that with all of us there, that perhaps we have a chance, but I don't think that fighting them should be our first option. So maybe so one thing we know that we will have to do is if we're going that way. So I guess the two options, we go back that way over the oil river.
Okay.
Or we go the way that, now that's a long way because we're gonna have to go all the way down, and then we're gonna have to crawl on our, well, I don't even think we can get back over there anymore.
I don't know. And
No.
honestly, I'm sort of sitting here imagining the fact that we're choosing to face these creatures like it's nothing. I mean, from the way you guys describe them, it's not like we're fighting like a,
yeah, they're horrible. They're
like
pretty much the stuff of nightmares. Let's be clear about that. But I mean, we're not going to come out of this cave without the mirror shard, right?
No.
And now we know they're there, and so at least we can make a plan. We won't be surprised by them like we were the last time. They were very drawn to sound, so they could hear really well, but then Maeve did a thing with her phone that distracted the one. They're really fast. Big teeth. Lots of claws. Scared of the black ichor stuff.
Mushy bones.
Oh boy. So only me and Robin here are going to be truly surprised by what they look like.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever seen the movie The Descent? It's like that, but worse.
Yeah, because it's real.
All right. We have no choice.
I've got an idea though. Let me float this, and you're going to get the pun that I just said in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to float this idea out there. Okay. But I think with my newfound powers, I'm figuring out that I can telekinetically stop myself from having like a horrible death. Right. So hear me out. So if we get across the river, the Ichor River, then if we get detected, we know that they are attracted to sound.
Okay.
And so maybe I bring loud things with me. You know,
like
I don't
what?
know, pots, pans, I don't know, something. And so as we're going down through here, we try to be really quiet and we try to evade them. But if it all goes to hell and back, then I am going to take off because I know where that tunnel is on the other thing, right? And I know that we still presumably have our ropes attached in those places. And I can lead them away from everyone while you get the clue. Like you can get the clue. And then I can try to lead them into that tunnel and then try to get them to follow me, but either way I can grab the ropes and I can get to the other side, and maybe they can't like use the ropes and like figure out how to get to the other side. And then, yeah, as I'm getting deeper into this, it sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, wait a minute.
But
Yeah.
That
if
must
there's a
sound-
way you could contact me to say, hey, I got the clue, then maybe I can like wait it out a little bit from the other side, and then I can make my way back across and then try to sneak back through.
That's a lot of maybes.
Yeah.
And that assumes that we're finding the clue in very specific places.
It's got to be on that level somewhere, right?
Yeah, but the further in we have to go, the less likely that plan is going to work. And I would rather not be split up when any of us have to fight those creatures. It took
No.
all three of us to take care of one, and there were a couple that were following us.
So we're back to just fighting.
Or we go slow, and at least until we get to that place with the Black Ichor River,
Yeah.
they had come up through a hole that they'd followed us through a hole, and then there was that big cavern that we were in. It's the same place. Fairuza, you lost your phone when you put the phone on the rope down the pipe. That's where it went.
That's where it was. Oh,
That's where it went.
making sense. It's
So-
insane, but it's making sense.
Yeah, you're not getting it back.
No, we did not look for the phone. No, you have the phone. It was up.
No,
Yeah,
that
never
was
mind.
the office phone too. I'm gonna have to explain that, but let's just.
Well, hopefully it's in that room, because avoiding the Black Ichor stuff,
Yeah.
it's not easy, but easier. I'm gonna put it that way. And so if we can find it there, that's the best scenario, right? Because then if we don't find it there, we have to continue down the hole that is that big long tunnel that leads to where everything is flooded, and then things get more complicated. So maybe we take this, we just go to the one
don't
cavern.
we have the place though? Aren't we forgetting? Because when we came up out
Mhm.
of the hole that was from the flooded place, it opened up and there were things behind us. We just did not go that way behind us, right?
So yeah, as I can remind you, so you came up through this, you're following that tunnel, sort of burst through on this sort of shoreline of shale. And yes, there was space behind you that sort of moved up into the sort of triangle angle corner of the ceiling, and then it went down, descending into this river puddle lake of Ichor, and then across that was the whole entrance into the tunnel that brought you back to the mine shaft. So there is a little bit, probably 15-20 feet of space behind the space that you popped out in that particular cavern.
So it could be the one place we didn't look.
If we go there first and we try to be quiet, at least we know where the creatures will come from if we're not successful, and then we fight them.
Do we have a net of any sort in any of our gear?
A net.
I mean, if Maeve doesn't have one, we don't have one, because apparently between Maeve and Robin, they thought of everything. I mostly brought a lot of stuff to keep my lips moisturized because I thought it was going to be cold. That's
Oh, the
really not
chapstick.
going to help. These creatures could use some moisturizer, actually. They
My
were
lips
cool.
hurt real bad.
Oh, here, and I will pull out a non-branded chapstick type thing and hand it on over, because I literally have several of them.
Neb, you are literally a
Chat
lifesaver.
bomb.
Chat bomb.
TM. Children of Éarte.
Bomb de Éarte.
Bomb de Éarte. Yeah.
I don't have any sort of netting, but we could take some ropes and tie them together, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm just
Or-
trying to think of some way to potentially stop up that hole, because I wonder, if they are in the hole and then we get to that place, but then we can stop them from the one place that that might not be, that juice might not be worth the squeeze.
I mean, Fairuza, you have awesomeness in your axe. Do you think you could stand over a hole and prevent stuff from coming up?
Just like a bloodbath.
I
Yeah.
keep falling in and out of consciousness. I'm glad you guys because I don't know what's happening. I think I'm just hungry. Before
might
we go
be.
on, I'm gonna take one of Neb's berry things. To make
Yes.
sure, I don't want to. Yeah.
You might be like phasing in and out.
Yeah,
like
I
it's like
feel
we're in
something.
sync with this world, and you might be
Yeah.
phasing in and out.
I do have 5 left,
Oh,
so
goody.
everybody
I'll
can
take
take.
one.
Yeah, everyone can take one for today, and then
Okay.
I will have to do that again. But at least everybody's got a good berry for today.
Okay, so as far as blocking the tunnel, were there in that area? Were there any loose rocks and stones?
Entirely.
Oh,
The
As
whole
in, can't walk very easily at all.
it was very dangerous trying to avoid
As in,
the
slide to
river
your
of
death into an ichory, oily grave.
that. Very much that.
I mean,
Someone
would
designed it to kill you.
dish soap work? I mean, is this something that we can just dissolve
The
I don't
ichor?
know.
with a
The-
solvent or
Well,
a hand sanitizer?
remember, the ichor, doesn't it not like certain things? Could we move it with, like a magnet, but, like pushing it away?
What was it that it didn't like? I can't remember. Was it fire or electricity or what?
Was
Fire destroys it, but it
Metal?
doesn't seem to eat metal because remember, it was the tube. It didn't
oh,
go after the tube that we put the phone down.
And you notice that it didn't eat gold.
Well, since we have lots of gold on us,
Thankfully, we have these suits that cover us from head to toe in gold.
Gold.
Luckily, I packed that.
all right. Are we gonna leave now?
I
or
mean,
are we
it-
going
it-
to get a rest first? What do you guys want to do?
I feel pretty rested.
Yeah, me too. We're ready.
I'm ready
Only
to
one of
go.
you. The rest of you are just a little cold.
Neb's just favoring one foot, and
Yeah.
her hands are just stuffed in her pockets. But
They're a little numb and pins and needly.
But she will say, I
You're
would
drying
rather.
off.
Yeah, I would rather go now. I don't know if we're gonna come up with a better plan than this, and I would rather get this over with. Like Silas said, put a point on the scoreboard.
Yeah. I guess this is the first time we're willingly walking into, whatever.
Danger without just reacting to it. Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying is the thing that we theoretically know we're going to have to do is we got to figure out how to get across the Ichor River. And so I think that we should make a plan for that. And then maybe we just play it by ear after that and improvise. And then if it gets really, really bad, we have like a code word like Frankenbeans or something. And when somebody yells Frankenbeans, we come back over however we got across the river and then pull it. Where like, so we would have like a safe zone, kind of like when a pull goes wrong in a video game and the mobs come towards you and they're like on a rope and then like you get far enough finally that they go back to their spawn point, something like that.
Are we worried that these creatures are smart enough to understand if one of us just says, nope, we need to go, this is a problem, that we need a code word?
Oh, code words are just fun, man.
Oh, okay. All right. I was worried that you thought that they were smart enough to understand. That
The
was
cave people
They might
speak
be. I don't know.
English.
I mean, the only way to be for sure is if we use a code word, like Frankenbeans.
all right. Frankenbeans. Okay.
I like it.
Robin, you want to lead us down a floor?
Me?
I'm sorry. So
Doing this.
you had a plan?
Well, she's.
I stopped paying attention a while ago.
Yeah. So yeah, as far as I'm hearing, we have a goal, which is to get across the Ichor River, but
And
not so
search
much
that
a plan yet.
Yeah,
But that's fine. You can get going.
Do we think with the oh goodness, it's been too long since I've said the word pitons. Do we think with the pitons that we could make like a rope walkway?
Do we
across
have
it?
any more pitons?
I thought we were out of
No.
rope.
You're basically out of rope.
We're out of Silas's rope though. Or the climbing kits, and then you had your nylon rope, right, Silas?
Yes. So
yeah, but I don't have that anymore.
That's gone.
That's gone.
The paracord is gone. You've used up all of that. You have your harnesses are still on your bodies, and you have 2 sets of rope lined up in the mine shaft. I think that's all you've got left.
That's it.
If we end up going all the way back,
You can totally double check me if you feel like you have more. Let me know. But
I still have
No, I
rope
remember
in
you
my
have one. Okay,
inventory,
we'll say
but-
Maeve still has hers. So you have Maeve's rope. You had set up 2 on the mine shaft. You lost 2 in the flooded room, and you left 1 in the Icker cave.
Yeah.
In the Icker cave.
So that'd be 5, yeah.
So that's 5, and so then there's Maeve can have hers, and then your nylon cord got left, creating the zip line above the water.
Yeah.
We cannot leave any more rope.
You've gone through rope fast. Anything to know about a Deborah Ann Woll game? Utility. Utility stuff is really helpful in my games. It's gonna serve you way better than like the worst spell. Bring rope.
Well, in fairness, we did think about grabbing all those ropes before we left, but we were also.
I mean, we thought that 15 or 20 ropes would be enough. But,
we were also very hurt and wet and scared and
rough.
wanted to get out of there. So
it was rough.
Maybe
and surprised.
Yeah, all of the bad adjectives. That's what we were. So this is a second chance to have a first impression of that level.
So the plan is just to destroy the thing, yeah? Great, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
We should
just set it on fire for real.
I mean, I can do as much fire as I can make in my hand, and I'll do the fire fist thing. And it was enough to destroy.
A lighter and a little portable hairspray into my front pocket.
I'll do what I can. I'll stand with Fairuza back to back. She'll have her axe, I'll have my fire, and we'll just make sure you're all safe.
Yeah. That's what we're here for. And we can't get anywhere until we do this.
But I agree that we should at least try to be quiet going into that first room, because if we're lucky and the code is there and we don't have to go any further, then we don't even have to deal with the weird vampire monsters.
I'm sorry. During one of my, I don't know, few states, did you guys talk about which area you want to check first when we go down there? Or
The one that we didn't look at. I genuinely feel like, now, I am not the most observant person, but I do feel like I checked all the places that I feel like in a video game a clue would be while we were in the big flooded area. And on top of that, Neb and Maeve were there, and they're way more meticulous about those things. And I don't think we saw anything in that place, at least, without swimming in water that I still don't even think I would swim in, even if it came down to that to get this clue. So I think we should try the one place we didn't look first. And then if that doesn't work, maybe go from there.
We also just have to go through that room anyway, so we might as well take it slow and look.
Listen, I don't mean to alarm anyone, and I definitely don't mean to slow us up right now. Like, we can start hitching up here, but what do we do when we get the final clue? I mean, like, it's not like these are in order. We're about to get the second thing. Do we go put them on a diaz somewhere? Like, is that like, there's always something. Like, you've got to combine them into a key. You've got to put them in a thing and turn it. Like, there's something. Like, have we seen anything like that?
Like the way to cross a bridge or a chessboard or something like that. And we haven't seen.
Yeah, so Silas is right. There's one more place we'll have to get to in order to perform this ritual that it seems.
Or it's instructions on baking a cake.
Maybe it's both. Maybe we have to go somewhere and bake a cake. I'd like a
I think we're all ahead of ourselves here. We haven't even found the clue yet. We're talking what we're going to do after we find out.
Fairuza's right. We should go.
It's a good thing to bring up, Silas, but maybe once we find that last clue, we'll have a better idea of where to go from there. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah. right, here we go. Robin, you lead the way.
You got it.
All right. So as you turn around and start using the ropes in your harnesses, make your way down one level and across the mine shaft. You're safe and careful about it. All 5 of you set foot at the opening to the 2nd level tunnel. 3 of you have been here before on your way out. As you sort of look down, the remaining headlamps lighting up what is a very passable tunnel. Look like it has been, blasted apart and chiseled away, over the decades. As you come here, and you said you want to try and do this quietly, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As you move forward. All right. Silas, what is your stealth bonus?
+4.
Ooh.
Fairuza, what is yours?
Oh no. Okay. I'm using my phone for this, so +1.
No worries. +1.
Yeah.
Neb?
-1.
-1. Maeve?
+5.
+5. Robin?
+0.
+0.
That's a
It's
great
that half-
spread. I'm feeling
Yeah, it
good
is.
about
It's
it.
that half frozen foot is I'm not able to really walk very well. That's what I'm going to blame it on.
Okay. Being as quiet as you can, the 5 of you begin to make your way down the tunnel. As you continue this way, you're checking out the walls and the things that you had looked at before, and nothing new is really coming out to you at this point. You feel like you have looked at this tunnel pretty thoroughly. As you begin to approach where you believe the river is, and you can just start to see it sort of the stone begin to sort of peter off in the distance. You look down and you see the remains of the rope that you left that was in Neb's mouth, Wolf Neb's mouth, as she was holding it taut. Neb, as you sort of look down at it, being able to see fairly well in the dark, you can already see it's been eaten away at. And a little bit of that black ichor has started to climb up over the strands of the rope. And even as you look at it now, you think you can see it pulsing and moving very slowly further along the rope.
I'll stop everybody.
Mhm.
And how far away do we think we are from the river of Ichor?
About 15 feet.
Oh.
I'm gonna point. Neb doesn't know hand signals, so she'll do a wave thing and then point down, and then she will whisper, I think it was eating away at the rope we left behind. I don't think we're gonna find anything here, but be careful. I don't want to destroy this until we're leaving.
God. Oh no.
I love that she rolled while you were
Hold
saying
on.
that.
I'm
Doing math.
yeah,
No.
sure. Neb for some reason decides to just stop talking and wait.
Yes.
Sounds great. Okay.
Yeah.
Neb, you express this, all of you, as you begin to look down at that rope. You also, as you kind of your eyes adjust or you get your headlamps on it, can see it is actively being eaten away by this ichor. Now, looking further along towards the edge where the river is, the puddle, the very large puddle of ichor, you can see it's really covered, spreading out. The sort of tendrils and ribbons of this, substance is just sort of pooling off of that rope. You can see it's very thin down to just a little bit of thread in the middle, as it then is sort of, climbing up the walls, trying to find whatever it can along the floor.
As we're looking into this cavern, can I try to focus past the hole that we came out of into
Yes.
that space back there and see, do I see anything that looks like it would warrant closer inspection?
So as you look out, it's a little bit of a drop off to where the puddle of ichor is. So even as you kind of look out, you can see that rope dips right off that edge into the puddle, into the pool. You can see a little bit of what's, the pool on the other side, where it sort of meets the shoreline. You see the shale. You think just in the distance up there, the 15 feet, you can see that, the hole where you burst out of before. And then there's another 15 feet behind that as it kind of rises up and meets the ceiling. Nothing seems to be moving, but that's what you get just by looking.
Listen. Okay. If I could turn into animals, I would do this myself. So I want to be clear what I'm about to say, that I am not suggesting that you put your life in danger for us. But
I mean, I've already done it once today.
But no one else can apparently turn into animals. But what if you turned into like a mouse or a rat? I don't know the difference still, but one of those things. And then I could, this is gentle this time, okay, I promise. Like I could throw you gently across, like you wouldn't have any problems getting across, is what I'm saying. And then I think mice land on their feet all the time, right? Like isn't that but you'd be fine on the other side.
Cats.
And then you can, I could turn you into a cat. Either way, turn you into a small mammalian animal. And then you can go very quietly and scope it out, because in the animal form you can still see a clue, right? And then maybe you could come back to us safely, but then if something goes wrong and you have to come out, then you can yell Frankenbeans, and then we can be in there very quickly and try to help you escape. But I'm just saying, if we all go across this, it's gonna be really hard for us to remain unseen and unheard.
I'm gonna just look at everybody and get a sense from their facial expressions what they think about this plan before.
Everyone make a facial expression based on your characters.
Yeah. I'm giving you a look of what do you all think of this?
I didn't really hear a lot of I did hear what Silas said, but did it involve throwing you?
Well, no. I'm sorry. That's just what I'm starting to say, for using the powers of my mind.
Oh,
so I would float the small mammal across the opening.
Now, wait a second. Did you say that they're blind, these creatures? They're blind?
Well, we don't know that for sure, but it seems like they were.
Okay. What happens if you lose your concentration on something you're trying to move with your mind? What happens?
Well, first of all, I think that I can do it with very little concentration based on my ample 2 days of evidence so far. But I do think
It's a lot of fun for me.
I think that'll be okay.
Do I remember when we were crossing this the first time?
Yes.
When I jumped over it as a wolf.
Yes.
Was it hard to jump over?
It was hard. It was easier as a wolf. Give me a perception check.
Sure. That's a +5. I would love you to roll that, since we're having fun making you roll today.
As you kind of look out there, you feel like it's grown. This is the puddle has become larger in the in the 10 hours, 12 hours since you've been here.
How far across do I think it is?
I mean, it was, if I'm remembering correctly, 10 feet across. You're probably looking at more like 15 feet now.
Is that reasonably apparent to
and
all of us at this
also
point?
no, it's really only apparent to her as she's sort of perceptively trying to figure out if it's hard or not. But what you all have seen is that the tendrils, the ribbons of this ichor that have come up and grown up on the on the rope that have spread out along the floor have created a little bit of a don't step on the crack of, root system here within 5 feet of the edge of this. So you're looking at 20 feet of this stuff to avoid.
Maeve starts flicking her lighter very quietly.
I'll look over at Maeve, and then I'll look back at all of you, and quietly I'll say, it's grown. And then it's Silas. How heavy of a creature can you throw?
I mean, I think I could probably telekinetically lift and gently set down possibly even somebody your size, Neb, but like that would probably be stretching it and I'd be a little concerned. But definitely, I could pick up, probably 50 pounds. Like I probably could.
I'm worried about going
Maybe
across
60 pounds.
as such a small creature that I won't last long over there. But if you think you could give me help as a wolf to get over, I'll go.
How heavy are wolves? I once had a husky and it was like right at
Not
60
the time,
pounds.
Silas.
Well, no, I'm just trying to say, like, aren't huskies like almost the same size as wolves? I'm just trying to like understand because like, I don't know. I could test the limits, but I mean, I would feel better if you were very small.
Was it 15 feet across? 20 feet across?
20.
It's 15 across the pool and 5 feet of
Treacherous.
difficult treachery before the edge. Yes, so you're about 20 feet to avoid it altogether.
I'm just gonna think real hard about being a wolf again. I don't
Okay.
want to be a rat. The idea of being a rat crawling across this sounds like the I'm just gonna get eaten by ooze. But I'm at least semi-confident that a wolf can do something.
Okay.
And so to give everybody a sense of how heavy I am as a wolf, I'm gonna think real hard about that wolf again. And I'm gonna back into Neb Wolf.
All right.
And then sit and just let people look at me to figure out how heavy I am.
I would just feel so much better if we had some sort of a safety net, like a trapeze artist sort of situation.
I'm all ears. Like,
I
what
turn
do you
my
think that
ears
would be?
literally to Fairuza.
All right, so
Ka-shink.
now I do want to say that I just Googled how much does a wolf weigh.
You
Okay.
goggled.
You
Goggled.
You get reception
And-
in here?
Google's in the dictionary now. It's fine. So now the lower end
You
of how
get
much a
reception. Why aren't you finding
female-
him up? Calling for
female-
help?
This is Adam talking. Adam talking, not Silas.
Adam
So-
goggled.
So I'm just saying that the lower register of what Goggles says here is 51 pounds. So I don't know if Neb would be a small wolf or not.
I'm
But-
an average-sized wolf.
Okay, so no, that's
Oh.
going to be more than Silas can carry.
65, 70
Oh,
pounds, something like
boy.
that, probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a medium beast, so I think
You can be lifted, but maybe not thrown. You can always try.
Oh, God.
does Silas say that I could be lifted but not thrown?
I said
Oh,
you-
okay. Oh.
at 65, 70 pounds, you could be lifted, but maybe not thrown, but you can try.
I wish
mean,
there was
I don't know the mechanics of the trying there. Silas absolutely could try to use telekinetic force to
I've got it.
do that. But
I've got it. Here we go. We'll use teamwork, all right? Teamwork
Okay.
makes the dream work. All right. So Fairuza's really strong. So Fairuza throws Neb, but then Silas guides Neb across.
Oh my-
okay.
I stand up and I just slide on over to Fairuza.
I need to try to pick her up first, right? To see if I can throw her. This is so bizarre.
You can pick her up. You are
Just-
strong enough
just-
to lift
Just
her.
throw the wolf. Throw the wolf. It'll be
It would be a check to throw her.
This is
And
peak
20
D&D
20
right now.
feet is far.
Okay. So let me. You said I can definitely lift her, Deb.
You can
or-
definitely lift her.
And so here's the biggest problem. All of you listen here. There's no practice run. Once I throw her, I've thrown her.
Welcome to life, my friend.
And maybe death.
Possibly, yeah.
I'll give
All right.
Fairuza a little, from where she's holding me, I'll just pat with my paw on whatever I can find, whatever I
Yes.
can feel like it's okay. It's all right.
I'm gonna give you scritches behind the ear, like with a concerned look on her face. She's scritching you behind the ear.
Oh, Neb now has to figure out, is this okay or not? She doesn't react, but she's gonna file this away for later. Of like, am I okay with this? Well, I'm okay with this right now.
Are we liking how this is taking shape? Me throwing and Silas guiding. Maeve, you have a faraway look on your face.
I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this. And
Okay,
the quickest way.
Good. Okay. All hands on deck.
I am ready to try to slow the descent. I do not believe that I can telekinetically hold, but I certainly should be able to at least slow a descent.
You have your spell. You can levitate. This is Alicia asking Adam.
Yes.
You can levitate, or is that what you're?
I can.
No.
I could basically move anything, any direction that I want to, but it has to be less than 60 pounds.
Okay. Okay.
That's
cool.
Adam saying that.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
position myself in Fairuza's arms so that when she goes to throw
Okay.
me, I'm gonna have my back legs ready, like
Right.
acrobats do
Right.
to
To
give
launch?
some. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna launch. I'm gonna remember, Cirque du Soleil I saw one year,
Okay.
many years ago, and try to get into that position as a wolf in the
Awesome.
dark.
Awesome. So to sum up, Fairuza is gonna hold Neb and launch her out over this 20 feet of treachery while Neb bounces, pushes off to try and get even more power, while Silas is prepared in case it goes poorly to slow the fall, but
Slow the
cannot
fall.
actually move Neb right, left, forward, back, or up.
Yeah.
Maeve and Robin, is there anything you would like to add?
I
to
wish it was a
this?
smaller animal.
Anything.
Neb, seriously, if you fall in the middle of this thing, then you probably should think about something small where I can pick you up.
I will
Can
just.
she change midair? That's a bad idea. Oh.
I'm gonna give Silas a nod and Fairuza a nope,
Okay.
because technically I can, but it'll just be back into Neb. So
Mhm.
I wish she could change into like a fly or like a what's a cicada? Like one of the things that grass, something that I don't know. All right.
Neb.
I'd like to just remind
Yes,
Neb of
please.
everything we saw on the other side and try and help her be
Mhm.
aware of that for when she starts to land and for where she aims herself.
Okay.
And then I would like to start looking around.
yes.
just to make
Okay.
sure.
As you step up and remind Neb, and then of everything you saw, and turn around to start, like in that moment of silence, will all of you take a breath? Neb, you hear the little tink 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 of some of the shale across the way beginning to slide or roll.
and you'll all see I've been in aerodynamic position and my head whips around and both ears are pointed and eyes are just locked on something, and my back leg is like almost kicking Fairuza.
What is it, girl? Did Timmy fall down the well?
And one of
No,
these
she's
things.
going to fall down the oil well here.
There's something there, yeah? There's something there.
Oh,
Nodding.
boy.
I think that we just need to light this thing on fire and
Done!
tackle whatever's on the other side.
You all begin to
because-
hear a
Oh, what
Yeah,
is that?
I mean,
noise?
they're
Which
there.
side of the...
from the other side.
I'm scrambling out of Fairuza's arms and getting ready to attack something as a wolf.
Okay, if we light
Looking
this on
across,
fire, they're
more
coming
of the
this way.
shale begins to slide down the slope as those of you who
Pull
can
out the
see that
hairspray.
far, one arm pulls itself forward. There's a head with large bat-like ears sticks
And-
itself up through that shale.
That's what they look like, Fairuza.
The eyes are, sewn over with flesh, pale white and unseeing. The nose is widely flared, its mouth wide with dripping drool on sharp fangs. Its whole body is very pale and sort of jelly-like, mushy-like, but it is appeared to be humanoid, human-like, a crawler as it pulls itself out of this hole. Its belly sort of undulating as it starts to.
It hears us.
As
Hear
soon
me
as
out
you
one
say
more
that,
time.
its head immediately rockets towards where you were speaking. It pulls itself out faster, kind of sliding down the shale in your direction, pushing against it as it can. Ooh, it is just able to stop itself as it comes towards the edge of the ichor, pushing itself back, but it sort
It
of
doesn't
makes
want to
the
cross
face
this. We
towards you.
use that to our advantage.
Two
Let's
more
get fire on
sets
the
of
other side.
arms, two more of these creatures begin to crawl out of the hole behind you.
I look directly at Maeve.
Shake up the hairspray.
Yeah.
Get that lighter ready.
Mhm.
I sit and I just wait.
I don't think it's going to cross this 15 feet. It's afraid of the ichor. We've got to get fire on the other side. They shouldn't see it coming.
These are the creatures that you guys fought already, right?
If it was new creatures, Fairuza, I would be flipping out right now. But no, that is absolutely what we saw before. And we don't know how many there are, but it's definitely a few.
All right.
Do you have your phone?
Who?
I've got my phone.
Blast some music. We learned a lesson last time.
Oh,
Let's do it again.
Are we confident they're not going to cross the ichor?
It's not the time to have the conversation.
Okay. And then so Silas pulls it out, and you just hear ooga chugga, ooga chugga.
And I point to a place to put it that's away from us.
Behind you?
Let's get it sort of over to the side of us.
You're going to
Maybe?
throw it. Is that the idea?
It's Silas's phone, so I'm not going to throw it. But
Right.
the idea is to, the same way as last time, to use it as a lure
Okay.
and confuse them from our position.
So you see Silas, he just he starts the music, and then he telekinetically just kind of moves it and floats it out a little bit over the ichor.
Okay.
But then he's like kind of pulling it back after he does that for just a little while.
So as it's floating over that pool of ichor, they all kind of sort of seem to get distracted by it and are interested in it. You notice the two that were in that hole have now climbed out. Two more follow it. So we now have 5 total crawling out of this space. The first one that came down and the second one start to move over to the side walls. Now, remembering you had seen that their hands had this rough quality to them, it begins to climb the side wall, moving its way around the puddle.
good thing we didn't throw Neb over there.
You said one is crawling?
2 are crawling along the walls, coming towards you around the sort of edge of this where the phone is floating, even on the side wall as it holds on with its, its fingers and its toes and its knees. It's sort of interested in that phone, trying to figure out how to get to it as it climbs around the side and up, possibly even edging towards the ceiling.
So Robin she just looks at everyone, sees what's going on. She's like, I'm feeling feisty today. And she's going to look at the creature that's crawling and she's just going to say, hey, you, what do you call a rodent that steals your dessert? A pirate. So it's gonna feel like it needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Meanwhile, whoa. A wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
I'll believe.
13.
That's a pretty darn good roll. I'm at an 18.
Oh. Hang on one second. Bugger. Okay.
Okay. So it appears to hear you over the music in the space, and anything, it kind of now locks on you. It leaves the sort of the music behind and begins to pull itself forward around the edge. You begin to lose sight of it as it reaches the wall that in which the tunnel that you are on is connected to.
I want to move up, so now I'm like 5 feet in front of everybody, but I'm still
wait
kind
a
of
minute, though.
giving.
Are we saying it's closer to us or further away?
Yeah,
closer.
it's avoiding the Iker by climbing the side.
Climbing
of
the side of the wall. It is
Yeah.
now on the wall. You know, if you're in a tunnel on the side of this wall and you're in the tunnel, it's on the wall on the outer face.
Okay.
Are we in initiative?
We can be. They have not attacked. Neither have you. I mean, I guess Robin did attack. Let's go ahead and do initiative. Robin attacked. Ooh, I think that counts.
All right.
How many do I have? I have 5 of these.
So for those that might know more than I do about druids,
Yes.
do I take the wolf's dex for my initiative roll or my regular?
In this
initiative
case, anything, as far as I know, anything physical, you take the creature. Anything mental, emotional, that kind of stuff, you take yours.
roll? That's what I thought too. So
Yeah.
okay, I just wasn't sure. All right.
Oh boy.
This went great, everybody. Went
All right,
perfect.
great.
No,
All right, Maeve, what is your initiative?
16.
16 for Maeve. Silas,
23.
23 for Silas. Robin,
17.
17 for Robin.
Ooh.
Neb,
16 as well, but I will go after Maeve.
okay. And Fairuza,
14. Here I thought I
14 for
rolled pretty good.
Fairuza.
I guess not. 14.
All right, Silas, you are up first. So we'll just
All right.
take a lay of the land here. About 5 feet in front of you is Neb. 5 feet in front of Neb is this sort of treacherous Ichor landscape. There's then 15 feet of Ichor. There are 3 crawlers on the shale on the opposite side of this pool. There's 2 climbing the walls. One you can still see that's kind of heading towards the ceiling. The other has disappeared around the bend.
Are the 2 climbing the walls close to each other or spread apart?
You can only see one of them.
Where I saw, did I see the other one crawl before it though? The
You did.
direction, are they close to each other?
No, as far
Or
as
on,
you
like,
can
opposite
tell.
sides of the
No,
wall?
no, they went the same direction, but one
Okay.
of them climbed onto the wall of the facing wall, and the other seems to be going towards the roof, towards the ceiling.
Got it. Okay. So the one closer to the ceiling is the one I cannot see.
No, that's the one you can
Okay.
see.
So the one that I can see, this is what I'm going to try. So
And
actually,
you've still got the cell phone floating in the middle there,
yes,
right? Okay.
yes, that is correct. That does not require concentration.
Gotcha.
But I am going to take out. This is actually in my inventory.
Yes.
I'm going to take out a jug of coconut oil that Silas uses in his beard, and I am going to telekinetically move it up to where the one is in the ceiling and just start squirting it telekinetically all over where it is trying to crawl right now. Seeing if I can make it lose its grip on the rock.
Okay, got it. Boy, have I never been asked this before in my DMing career. Let's do.
I can't wait to hear this.
I'm just trying to think what I should.
Make a squirt coconut oil check.
Yeah, I mean it feels Dexy. So let's do a sleight of hand per your brain.
Okay.
Brain
How
of hand.
dexterous is your brain?
Okay. So are we saying that would be sleight of hand with another?
With I
ability
would say an intelligence sleight of hand, maybe.
Ooh,
score?
I
I'm
love
fine.
that.
So
Is that
since
a
I'm using the ability through charisma, can I argue for that?
Oh yes, sure. Yes, you
Okay,
can do that.
alright.
Yeah, whatever your
Got it.
spellcasting ability is.
Okay. All right.
A,
Here we go.
a charisma sleight of hand.
That is going to be, let's see, I got to do the math there. That's actually going to be better with charisma,
Ooh.
so that's good.
Well, good.
That is going to be 23.
23. All right. So yes, as you very you sort of bend down so you can see where they're climbing up there, and the coconut oil moves right up and right underneath their hands, and you even like dance it around under the one hand, the other hand, down to the knees and the feet, kind of finding it. It will go ahead. What is your spell save save against?
That is going to be 14.
It does not save against. As it begins to slide, you see it kind of its hands begin to loosen as it kind of flies out, its whole top body falling down, its knees and feet barely holding on. You're just going to hear a little like a suction cup sound as its knees fall apart. As it goes, it rips its body writhing through the air. It rips at that cell phone, knocking it to the side, skidding it across the shale, into sort of lodging it off on the side over there. As it falls, splat in that ichor, it goes flying out into the rest of the area. I need Neb, Silas, I need basically all of you to make dexterity saving throws, as well as all of them.
Didn't think about the splash.
Oh!
Did we?
Funny.
I just rolled natural 20 as well. Like we were ready. The two of us were ready. I was giving you eye contact. We're watching everything. So
It wasn't a 20, but it was a 19 on the die. So
Okay, Robin and
24.
Fairuza.
10.
A 10 for Robin. Fairuza.
Is it my turn?
We have a dexterity saving throw for the
Good.
splash of this
Sorry,
creature as
I
it
should've
lands in the
taken that
ichor.
berry.
While she's rolling,
Yes.
because I got a natural 20, can
Yes.
I return the favor that Robin did so many hours
Oh.
ago and jump in front of her to take the
take it?
damage?
You sure can.
Oh, nice.
You watch as this
sure
white wolf with
can.
blue eyes just launches in front of Robin.
Fairuza.
18.
An 18. All right. All of you somehow anticipating that this splash was going to happen, except for Robin, who's just sort of eyes wide, seeing this happen, watching the cell phone fly. But as the sort of ichor flies forward in this splash, and the rest of you kind of duck and dodge, getting yourself behind rocks, whatever you can, you see Neb fly through the air in front of Robin, taking the splash of this ichor on the breast of her, the front of her body. All right.
Really sorry, everyone. I was just trying to slow it down. I didn't know it was going to do a cannonball.
7 acid damage.
Okay.
As it slaps into the front of your body, immediately beginning to sear. You all start to smell the burning fur and flesh. However, it also hits 3 of these guys. Yes. Okay.
I land with an audible whimper, but I am still a wolf.
Okay. The one closest down to the shore takes a full just wash of it as it scampers back like that. This one's down. Sorry, that one. The other 2 just take a little bit of residuals damage. You don't know what happened to the one on the wall that you can't see. The one that landed in the ichor begins to push its arms up and around, trying to pull itself. You can already see bubbles of pustules of burning flesh on the side of its face and body begin to grow and pop like pustules of pus that slide out as it drags itself onto the shoreline of shale, sputtering, pulling itself up there. As it rasps, barely able to breathe, lying there on the edge, it kind of convulses and flaps as the other 3 pull themselves away. Silas, is at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Robin, as you watch this scene, and Neb has flown in front of you, taking this acid damage in front of you, landing on the ground. What would you like to do?
Oh, no, why? We're going to talk about that later.
And you said that I can't see the one that's on the wall, even if I were to maybe move around.
You would have to come like right out to the edge and stick your head out and look both ways to see it. It's on the face of the tunnel that you're 5 feet at least back into.
Oof. Okay. All right. Robin's gonna pull out a rubber band. She's gonna walk up and kind of lean out, and I'm gonna be looking for that creature.
Okay, so to do this, you'll have to move through the sort of slightly treacherous area there. It's just growing on the ground, and now as you're looking around, there are blobs of it all along the walls. Now at least 10 feet between here and there is sort of covered in these blobs of black goo. So to get over there, it's just going to be a dexterity check to see if you can make it.
I have not been rolling well today. I'm afraid to do this. Are you kidding me?
Oh no!
Oh.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. As you step forward and lean out, you can see not 10 feet from you, 8, maybe even 5, the face of this female crawler that has come around the side. It's right at the edge, its arm raised, about to reach in and clobber whoever is right there. As you lock eyes with it, your rubber band ready, your foot steps in a globule. You will take only 2 acid damage. I have to keep track of this. I forgot to do it on this one. Hold on. That was that.
Mosquito bite, shake it
All
off.
right. You can still take your turn. This doesn't stop you from taking your turn. But through your boot, through your rubber boot, your beautiful rubber boot, you begin to feel some burning. You now smell burning hair and burning rubber in the air as you lean forward and see the face of this creature, just...
You know what? Robin takes it back. She puts away the rubber band, grabs that acid boot, pulls it off of her foot, and catapults it right at its face.
Oh, okay. Improvised weapon.
I am casting catapult.
You are casting catapult. Okay.
Bootapult.
It's a bootapult. Fantastic. What is on your foot beneath your
I've got
rubber
some
boot?
like wool socks.
Yeah, hand knit or
hand knit striped wool socks.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. As you pull it off, you can see there's a hole in the end where it seeped through, and your toenail is kind of beginning to blacken and sear a little bit.
I can fix that.
But but you catapult the bolt. So do I make a dex check? Is that what I do?
Yes, Dex 13. Come on, it's right in your face.
I fail. Yes. Okay. Go ahead. Give me your damage.
All right. That is 16 points.
Woo! Okay. So as you pull this boot off your foot, leaning forward and just throw it, catapult it in the face of this creature, it hits smack along the side of her face. You immediately see all of this goo that was on your boot smear across her cheek. As she does, one hand, the force of the hit of the boot actually rocks her back. Like you saw with the other one, her knees and feet kind of hold on for a little bit as her arms pull back, but she pulls herself back in, taking the full force. You can almost see some of her teeth have fallen out as she spits blood and teeth into the black ichor below her. However, as this stuff begins to creep up her cheek, you begin to see her jawline exposed as it eats through her flesh. She will take only 2 acid damage. It was only a little bit of transfer from your boot, I suppose. But she will take it. She is still there holding on, but she's a mess. I mean, around her eyeballs beginning, there's no eyeball, but it's beginning to get exposed. Her cheekbone, the side of her jaw is all exposed and fleshy as she stands there. Anything else, Robin?
How close am I to her?
Less than 10 feet.
Okay, so less than 10 feet means I'm not within melee range, correct?
You don't need to be in within melee range.
Okay, so then I am, if I can, I'm going to take movement to step back.
Okay, step back.
So if I need another dex check, I'll take it.
You've already used it essentially to move forward.
Okay, fair.
So, but you already took it too. So you step back in the same places that you did. We'll allow that to happen without any extra. I'm okay with that.
Fair.
All right, we are up to Maeve. If Robin is done.
I'm going to look at the one that just attacked Robin, and
so you will also have to step forward to look at it.
That's fine. I'll step forward.
Great. All right, give me a dex check.
This what I'm doing is within
Yeah.
90 feet, if that matters.
Well, just do you need line of sight?
For the first part, yeah, I do.
You do. Okay, so
Second
you'll have
part,
to
I
step
don't.
forward. Dex check.
Ooh,
Basically, you're going to take Robin's
ouch.
place.
That's an 8.
That's
so
an 8.
no. Ouch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
7. You step. So we'll say, even as you slide by, you probably catch it on your shoulder or something. It really gets into, your back and your shoulder blade and around this area. That is 7 points of acid
I have
damage.
been damaged by a creature, correct?
You are well. I mean,
Ooh, this is
everything's a
important for me.
creature, right?
Okay, this is
I
actually,
don't know. Is the goo a creature? Or is it an object?
It's not an object.
Okay.
It's a creature. I mean, it doesn't have like intellect, but it has instincts and right? Yeah.
So
It's a creature. I'm ruling it creature.
I'm good because that'll get for her. If it was an object, I was going to get it with something else.
I see.
so
Okay.
this is
That's
in
7.
retaliation.
Yes.
I
Gotcha.
flick my lighter and I say, "Don't touch me, creep."
Yes.
And so it is
Fantastic.
going to burn at this point. It's got a Dex 14 save.
Dex 14.
Um,
I don't make it. That's a 7.
okay, so it is going to take,
It's fire
on
damage.
top
too.
of what I'm planning to do on my turn, it's going to take 9 points of damage. And and yeah, so that's some fire
Okay.
happening.
As
here.
as you go, no, don't touch me, and you sort of, this just erupts behind you. That entire
Take
blob.
that lighter.
Yeah, that entire blob that touched you just like goes up in flame and just disappears. You've just basically turned it into gas in an instant. It is gone.
Does
that
it also
particular
light any of the channels on the ground? Because it's any
kind of connected tissue?
I mean, well, no, it's the creature. It's that one creature.
Sure.
so-
I mean, it's kind of its own creature now.
Okay.
But I will offer this. I like doing this. I almost never get to use percentage die. No, 90% chance it is not connected to the rest of the pool.
Fair enough.
So yes, but
Then,
that's you can now see this. You see this monstrous dissolving face in front of you as it sort of holds on to the edge. Again, within 5 feet of being able to reach in and grab anybody it wants.
Okay. But I can see the other one, so I will say you are on my list to the creature that
Okay.
had been attacking Robin.
Great.
So that will go onto my list. And then I will and it's going to have disadvantage on dexterity ability checks
Okay.
if that becomes relevant.
Got it.
And then I will point to it and I will say no.
Fantastic. What do I do? Or what do you do?
I'm gonna make an attack.
Please
on
do.
it. And so it's this.
As even under the music, it's still going. Da, 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 da. There's no that just rises up over it as it echoes off the walls. This music, the beat. It feels
So it's
very Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay,
21 to hit.
21 to hit will hit. Absolutely.
And then the damage is going to be this plus a d6. $16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
So
what
and
is
if it
this-
matters, 13 of that is force.
I was gonna say, what does this damage look like? What do you do to this creature?
So that is the sort of channeling the
Uh-huh.
the rage I'm feeling that it
Yes.
went, and not only did it go after Robin, it also went
Yes.
after me, and it also damaged her boots, which we need her
Oh, yeah.
boots. They're important. And I sort of just take that and I'm
So
sort of
remember, all right, so are
consolidate.
you targeting the Icker or you're targeting the crawler?
So
on the wall?
the first response was to the Iker,
Right.
because that is a
Gotcha.
reaction in
Yes.
response to being hit.
Gotcha.
The second one is
Is to the
targeting the
crawler.
creature that was attacking her. So that's what
Gotcha.
what was went onto my list and is
Perfect.
being
Yes.
uh,
So your rage just rockets out of
And
you.
I think the shale sort of streaks after it a little because of the in the wind wake of it, as it comes barreling
Fantastic.
towards that
So
creature.
this is the one of the female of this, anatomied creature crawlers on the wall. As the whole room seems to shake a little. Some of the water and condensation and rock and dust falls from the ceiling as this creature opens its mouth, now strangling on the power of your anger, your righteous anger, as it falls backwards again, splashing into the Icker. I need dexterity
And
saving
I'd like
throws.
to use my movement
Oh,
to try and,
gosh.
get
Try
out
and
of
jump
the way
back?
so I
Okay,
learned
well,
my lesson.
dexterity saving throws to see if you can get out of the way.
All right. Ooh.
Oh,
All right, let's start with
7.
Silas.
20, dirty 20.
All right, you make it. Let's start then Fairuza.
7.
7. Oh dear, Fairuza. You get splashed for 4 points of acid damage as it flies. Little, look at these are this is like little spray, right? So it's kind of like all over maybe your neck area and in here, and it just begins to eat away at you. Neb.
11.
11. That poor little wolf Neb. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm rolling so well on you. That is 7. That is another 7.
Yeah, and with that, Neb gets splattered, and then all of a sudden she's just standing there going, ah!
And there stands Neb. Did any of that carry over?
Yeah, 3 points of it did.
All right. You see, I'm just gonna keep note of that there. You see, maybe it's right on your pinky or something like that, right along the sort of edge of your hand. Maeve.
19.
19. You're okay. Robin.
7.
7. Oh no, Robin.
Every roll
What?
tonight.
Oh no, that is 7
Why
points.
are we not
All right, Robin, you begin to notice as it streaks onto your body. You had some on your foot, maybe the other lands kind of on your hip on the other side. You begin to feel the kind of the growth of these bubbles, these pustules that you saw on Silas's leg earlier. All right, Maeve, anything else?
No, I am done.
All right, Neb, your turn. You are now back to Neb.
Back to Neb. The one that Maeve was just attacking,
Yes.
is that
That's gone.
destroyed? Okay.
You hear.
Okay.
It just goes quiet. There's just
So
the Terminator hand that descends into the Icker.
So the 2 that were crawling along are gone. It's just the 3 that are on the other side.
The 3 on the other side. The one that fell in the water did climb out, but it's dying.
Okay. Well, I was gonna continue to be a wolf and jump across, but I guess I'm gonna make it easier for everybody else. I'm gonna flaming fist, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the closest Icker to me
Okay.
and go after it with the assumption that it's just gonna keep coming closer to us at this
Okay.
point. So I want to forge a path for us forward.
Okay. So I'm understanding. Are you looking to just clear the sort of splatter all of the more difficult terrain that has appeared here, or are you trying to connect to the rope line that then connects to the larger pool?
Ooh, I was originally thinking about just clearing a path in front of us.
Yes.
But do I think I can turn that rope into a fuse? And
Ooh.
how far away is the rope?
It's right there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. Why not? Because I know Maeve also has a backup lighter and a lot of hairspray.
You're gonna
so
fist bump the.
I'll throw it. I won't
throw
touch
it,
it.
okay.
Yeah, that pinky. My hands are already messed up.
It's true.
So
You have some rough. Your hands have really gotten at this adventure.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I will. Do you want me to do an attack on it?
I mean, it's right there. It's stationary. I think you can hit it. Let's just roll some damage to see
Okay.
how.
Yes.
Yeah.
6 fire damage.
6
as
fire
I-
damage.
Ow, 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 ow.
Okay.
And then drop it.
All right, and this is on the larger ooze, a larger ichor here. Okay, great.
That's right.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay. As you throw this down at the rope, it kind of lights up, and again, there's that kind of thing, and almost as if it's sparking, and you do see little bits of smoke and gas sort of fly off this thing as it does seem to travel down the rope, and you see every bit of ooze or ichor near it, including what was on the rope, start to retreat. Right? So everything around the rope slides up onto the wall. So now the floor is fairly clear as the fire kind of burns through the rope, carrying itself closer down towards, as the ichor that's on the rope retreats, pulling itself back into the pool. The fire continues. I'm going to see how far it goes. The strength of the fire is pretty good. Ooh, that's an interesting roll, Deborah.
I like interesting rolls.
It makes it all the way to the edge, pushing the fire, and then a little bit of the leftover rope actually breaks off. So now the rope is completely frayed, and that fiery end falls down. Please make another damage roll.
Sure. Not as good, 2 fire
2.
damage, but it makes sense. Like,
As
it's
it
gone
falls
further.
to the edge. Yeah, it's now just this little sputtering end of this rope that falls into the larger pool. It gets extinguished pretty quickly, but you see a little as it seems to have just sort of made a little dent in that ichor, but then closes up again as the flame goes out.
I once again make eye contact with Maeve, except now I'm in Neb form, and I just grin and go, I think I like your original plan.
I keep thinking of Buffy. Hold a flaming cross. My keen fashion sense or something. All right. Fairuza, you all roll better than at least the living crawlers. So Fairuza, you are next.
Small miracles.
Okay,
Yes.
Bruce, I guess, is just watching all this carnage happen within like 6 seconds.
It's real fast.
like fire,
Yeah.
things falling, screeching.
Yes.
So from my standpoint, what I should probably be trying to do is clear some more ichor, right? What do you guys think?
So the
Burn
floor,
it all to hell.
the floor is well cleared. You know, you can kind of make your way forward. Now you feel like you've gotten control over the 2 climbing crawlers. There are still 3. There are 3 on the other side of the shale, about 15 feet across that pool, that are kind of, you know, over there posturing. One of them has run off. You know, we'll get to them in a minute, but you know, they're still reacting to the music in the corner and the screeching of their friends and the fire that they feel.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I thought for some reason I thought that they got scared or pulled back or something, but I guess
No, there are 3 still over there trying to figure out how to get to you.
Move so I can see
Yes.
the one that's the closest, or just choose one. So do I need to dex to move? Or
No, because the most of this stuff has cleared the way. It sort of moves off the edges of the, you know, off the floor there, so you're able to kind of move forward now.
Okay,
Neb
perfect.
has scared a lot of it away. The fire is not
Okay.
present though, so that doesn't mean it won't move back in, but for now.
Okay, you guys did a very good job for clearing the stage. She moves in,
Yes.
and she's thinking about things that Robin has told her, and Neb has told her, and you know, Maeve and Silas has told her about, you know, sort of harnessing the strength that's within her, and her eyes start flashing, and she's just going to run her hands through her hair, and like certain strands of her hair are going to start looking like they're sparkling a little bit, and as she runs her hands through her hair, it's like staticky, and she's going to do like this.
Yes!
But like it's almost like it just came like second nature to her, and she's feeling rage inside of her, and that's where her eyes are flashing, and she's gonna do like this with her hands, like just spread her fingers apart, and you guys are gonna see like this lightning bolt almost spear thing form, and she's just like, she's marveling at the fact that she's doing this second nature without thinking, and she does this, and she just like holding what looks like a lightning bolt. And she's literally just gonna launch it like a javelin. That thing.
All right, at one of the things across the way.
Well,
All right.
I've seen some stuff.
Okay, we'll do this because this will be fun. So there's 3 over there. 2 of them are male anatomied, one of them is female anatomied. The female anatomied one, she's real, like the tallest of them, and she's got kind of big muscles around her shoulders, and her glutes and everything are like strong. She's a real match for you, Fairuza. Of the 2 males, they're a little bit smaller. One of them has a scar that runs right down across its face, down its neck, and over its sort of down the shoulder, as if one claw had just made this long scar. We'll call him Scar. So there's the tall female.
Yes.
There's a Scar male. And the other one, he's got like a Joker grin, right? This one seems to be smiling. The other male is just
Freaks.
extra long. So we'll have smile male. All right.
Okay.
So who are you targeting?
You know who I'm targeting.
The tall female.
Pull up.
All right.
And I'm going to be using my Die Hard dice instead of the digital dice.
Woo!
Oh yeah, the digital dice has been failing me all night. So
Go Die Hard.
as she launches this lightning bolt, come on. Okay. 16.
Boom!
16.
As the tall female stands, sort of sensing your presence, sticking her chin out. This lightning bolt launches at her, landing right in her chest, lighting up the whole room with kind of flickering light off all of the sides of the cavern. Go ahead and give me your damage.
I'm so excited. Stupid. It's just this +5, so it's okay. Oh, 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
All right. She's still standing there, but her whole body sort of shakes and quivers. You almost imagine you could see her skeleton kind of, like a Looney Tune, sort of appear and then disappear, because her skin is practically translucent. As you see it now, it's this fleshy jelly stuff, and you can see the veins beneath and the bones within sort of light up as you light her up. What's left is a scorch mark across her, all of her sort of breastbone is just scorched with sort of, black dust and burn. Add that to the burning flesh smell now. And
Oh, great.
anything else, Fairuza?
No, I'm just gonna stand my ground.
All right. It is her turn. As she sort of takes this, she begins to kind of back up a little bit, working her way slowly against the shale as she sort of stands near the opening of this, where she crawled out. She lowers herself down in that area. As she sort of holds there just the sort of tops of her eyes and her nose and her mouth, just a head sticking up from the shale. All right. Is that it, Fairuza? Are you finished?
You know what?
Yeah. She won't have moved if you had more to do to her.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, go ahead. I jumped in too
have
soon.
some sort of bonus reaction.
Please go for it. I'm so sorry.
No, I mean,
I got excited.
She just takes this deep breath, and those the damage that she had taken before.
Yeah.
You just see the red marks and slashes just like sparkle and close up just a little bit, almost like stone healing itself.
Ooh. And it does seem to sort of heal. You had not gotten those bubbly pustules yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Fairuza?
That's it for me.
Okay. Then yes, she does her little thing. It does her squeaky stuff. All right. It is the Icker's turn. I figure it's a creature if it gets an initiative, right? So
Makes sense.
It's like 10 creatures.
I have no idea. Now I'm like actually really curious. I mean, yeah, it's a creature.
It's a swarm.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. It has attacks and so forth. All right. So yes, Fairuza, you're kind of the closest there, standing right at the edge as you would step forward to hurl this lightning bolt. As you're standing there, you can see almost like an arm, again, like a ribbon or a tendril, out of the ichor pool at the bottom, just to slap at your leg. It will attempt to slap your leg. Ooh, that's a pretty darn good roll. Give me a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, yes.
Yes, okay. All right, you will take 3 bludgeoning damage and 6 acid damage. Ooh. So as it slaps you, you feel the sort of sting of that, and then the acid begins to set in to your leg as it burns through your beautiful, workman's jumpsuit that you're wearing.
Whaler suit.
Your boiler suit. So that was what, another 6. Oh, not down here.
Yes,
Another
you said
6
6.
damage of that. As that happens, you begin to notice the bubbles of these sort of pustule-filled, little bubbles of pus begin to grow on your leg right where it hit you. All right. That's it for it. You are not grappled or anything. All right. Scarface. Scarface's turn. So Scarface, he's fascinated by the music, right? I mean, it's still pounding through this space. He scrambles over towards it, and all you see is as he's moving through the shale, he gets it up the phone in his grip as he begins to, and he bites it, just crumbling it into tiny, tiny little pieces as the distortion of the song begins to. And the music goes out. We are now to Smile Man. Smile Man, when the music stops, the smile on his face as he starts to reorient himself, listening for whatever he can. Okay. We are back up to Silas. It is silent. What you have witnessed is 2 people rush forward, attack the thing on the side of the wall. It falls in, water splashed. You would cause the other one to splash down. It scattered the phone. You saw Fairuza. You saw Neb light the ichor up on fire and clear the tunnel mostly for you. You saw Robin. We did Robin. We saw Fairuza throw lightning across the way, and the music went out in the silence and the dark here now. As you stand here, what would you like to do?
Oh, hell no. That thing, I am never going to find that model again. You're not getting rid of it that easy. And then you hear Silas just, he's like, we still need the distraction. And then he's like, smooth as Tennessee whiskey. And he just starts belting out some kind of, country song. And as he's doing this, he's concentrating though, actually on Miss Robin, and the words of the song wash over her and heal her as a bonus action for nice 12 points.
Wow.
12
points
All
of healing.
right.
Very nice.
As that happens, the pustules that you were seeing beginning to form on your hip where that had hit, they burst, right? And all of the sort of greenish, yellowish, whitish pus that was in them sort of dribbles off down to the ground. It doesn't do any further damage to you, but you do notice, again, there's a patch of skin here that will never really return. It's always going to be a little bit sort of lighter hued than the skin around it, a little smoother, a little tenderer, but you are fully healed.
In that though, so then as an action, so the one that initially fell after the coconut oil incident, is it still alive over there?
Yes. I mean, it hasn't barely moved. You just hear
Okay, so in that case, then Silas is going to look over to Smiley,
Yes.
and he's just going to say, "You want to know how he got those scars?" And then he starts telling a horrible story about how some kind of abusive situation.
Yes.
And he's like, "Sorry, it's too dark. I can't even do that." But then again, the psychic energy. The mockery washes over and needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Of
Wisdom saving throw. I don't make it. That's a 5.
All right, so that is going to do 3 points of psychic damage,
On
but
Smiley.
then it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end
Okay.
of mine. End of its next turn.
Okay. All right. Yeah, as you know, you can tell it doesn't understand the language, but it knows what.
As long as it can hear me,
It knows what you're trying
it's
to say.
very viciously mocked.
That little smile, it's smiling on its face, but its eyes are frowning. It's the opposite of smizing. It's smouting.
Snouting.
It's smouting. Is that all, Silas?
Yeah, that's it.
Name of the episode right there, Smouting.
Smouting. All right. So the one that fell from the ceiling and has just crawled off somewhere to die is gonna try and make us see how it does. Nope. It dies. You hear a last sputtering death as it is unable to sort of get the acid of it off. It almost collapses in on itself, like those like creepy like decomposition videos that are sped up, except this happens in real time. It just like collapses in on itself and it's just like foam, green, yellow, pussy foam in the shape of where this thing once was. Robin.
So there's 2 still on the other side.
Yes, there's 3 still on the other side. There's the tall female, but she sort of huddled back down into the hole, but her head is partially visible. Then there's the scarred male and the smiling male.
Scarred male. Okay. All right. Robin is just going to the scarred male. No, you know what? Okay, Robin's gonna think you might just be hiding, but you may be going back for more, and I'm not gonna let you get away. And Robin's gonna pull out that rubber band again, and she's gonna think, I learned this in elementary school, and I was the best at it. And she's gonna pull it back, and she's going to let it go. But as she does, catches fire to her surprise, and it's just like a firebolt straight at her.
A slingshot firebolt.
Yes,
I love it.
And,
I love it.
so I make a spell attack, and I'm not using.
So you're going after the tall, muscular female?
The one that has is ducking away.
So yes, she has cover, but you go ahead and do it. Yeah.
Come on. 17 plus 5 is a 22.
Holy crap! Yeah. Boom! Right between the eyes. The little, head into her brain, right here, just perfect. Go ahead, give me your damage.
Oh, max damage 10.
Yes!
10 fire damage.
All right, hold on. She is this one. Holy crud. So 10 damage. Anything else?
That's all I'm
Just
gonna
double
do
check
to
it.
her.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's all you're gonna do to her. All right. She, in the head and disappears. You just hear sort of cracks and crumbles as she falls down into this tunnel below. Anything else?
And Silas
Yes.
sees that,
Yes.
and the soundtrack changes, and he's just, I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. And he starts like singing that as it's going on too.
Fantastic. Anything else, Robin?
Sorry, I'm a little distracted from that. That's awesome.
No worries.
That is it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll just. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Maeve.
All right. I would like to look at There are 2 still remaining.
Two left.
correct?
There's the 2 males, Scar and
Okay.
Smiley.
Smiley for sure. I would like
Snouter.
to say
Smiley the Snouter.
your friend was on my list. Now you are.
Oh,
Nice.
So I'm going to go ahead and add them to my list since
All
their
right.
friend is no longer
no longer
alive. And then I will, just no.
Just
Yeah.
no.
Just
On
no.
Smiley?
That
Go for it.
smile, no.
Smiley has no cover.
Okay, so that's a 25 to hit.
These are naked crawlers. Go for it. They have some decks, but they are just fleshy things.
So that's 12 force and then 3 necrotic.
12 force and 3 necrotic. All right, this is not
So that again, that rage just sort of just having seen people just leer with that smile before, I'm like that. Nope.
Yeah.
Not that. That absolutely not.
So it hits him square in the face, that the force of your anger, and it just rips his face open further, almost like you're pulling the top off and the jaw bottom down, as his teeth fall out like piano keys. You know, I don't know why I'm in a Looney Tune mood today. As he just sort of falls over backwards, immediately just kind of twitching on the ground, lifeless.
I can feel my face. when I
Yeah.
look at you.
4 down, 1 to go.
Maeve, anything else?
Just make sure I'm stepped back away from anywhere where the ooze might be.
All right.
And then that'll probably, I'm guessing, be my next
Cool.
target. So
All right. Neb.
Well, I guess I know what I'm going after this time. And she's going to reach into her pocket. And she's going to pull out that shiny rock that she always carries. And
Yes.
she's going to wind up and whip it at
Scarface.
Scarface. And like before, as she throws it, it seems to light up like a shooting star. And I'm going to try to hit this thing.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 9.
The 9 will not hit, unfortunately. It goes wide, landing far at the back of this cavern. Does it stay lit up like it does?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
it was nope. It was just an attempt to hit it, but I
Okay.
tried to hit it. I tried to throw it with the hand that has that leftover ichor
Yes,
burn on it,
yes.
and I didn't get the right kind of shot off on it. But the stone does come back, and she catches it, and she's like,
Okay.
"Oh, I gotta work on that. All right, I'm better at being a wolf than I am at a pitcher. Oh, okay."
Anything
And
else, Neb?
For the
Are you
moment,
staying
that's all.
back from the edge, or what is your plan for your movement?
She's kind of right there at the edge, and I think she's gonna stay there because eventually she knows she's gonna have to start burning the ichor, but she's not gonna move back.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're up there with Fairuza. Fairuza.
All right. Let's see. All right. So yeah, there's one standing, and Fairuza's
There-
literally
who-
gonna
wait, we
march
We
toward
lost
him.
this one. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, there's just the one that Neb tried to. This one, Scarface is back off. He just ate Silas's cell phone.
Okay.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah, she's just gonna march
Uh-huh.
toward that one, and as she's marching toward him, she's like doing all this. She has her axe, and she's literally doing like.
So
the
he's across the pool.
Oh, I can't walk across.
No,
it?
you can't walk across the pool. The pool of Ichor is still there. You're standing
I
at
thought
the
it was,
edge of
like,
that pool.
dissolved.
No, but
Uh,
it's 15 feet. You could attempt to jump it. You know, it's there. It'd be hard, but you could try it.
It's happening.
Yeah,
how
you're gonna try-
glorious
okay.
how glorious you are! You might just walk across the surface right now, just right across the surface.
So
Walk across the surface.
I believe in you, but I don't believe that.
So, what is your strength? Your base strength score,
Okay, let's go
not your
back.
modifier. Your strength score.
My base strength is 17.
17. Okay, and then what is your athletics modifier?
Okay, let's go back. +5.
Okay, so you can attempt this. It is going to take. You said 17 and then a +5. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It'll be a DC 15 for you to make it.
Oh my gosh. To make
But
the
it's
jump
to make the jump. It's an
double arm.
athletics check. It'll be a DC 15 to jump 16 feet, essentially.
So basically that means I have to get a 10 or more.
You have to get a 10 or more. You have to roll a 10 or more.
But okay, so it would be
And
like
you can take a
running
couple
jump.
steps back and do a running jump to that's the
And
only
then,
way
like,
you can do it.
basically, like going across with her axe.
Yes.
Just to jump on him and like attack him.
Thor, 100% Thored out. Just or the end of I love that. What's that movie with the Rain of Fire? Oh my God.
Yes.
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 He leaps off the thing, Christian Bale with, or is it Macan? I don't remember which one. But he got the axe in the air and he's flying through and there's the dragon.
Interchangeable.
Yes. Yes. I love that movie. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Finish.
Okay.
All
Here we
right,
go.
let me see. Die Hard dice.
Do it.
Bruises dice. My heart's beating. I'm sweating over here. You understand what these games are doing to me? Come on.
Oh no!
It was so good.
Internet,
She
no.
blips out and she blips back in across the way, right?
Right?
Just appears like, haha, did you see that?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, I missed it. Can you do it
Oh my
again?
God. Oh my God. Oh my
That
God.
is the worst.
Oh
That
my
is the
God.
worst.
Wait, it's
Oh,
gonna be it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be amazing. Come on, Fairuza. Come on, Alicia. Yeah. I'm so ready. I'm gonna
It's
do
that
should try this all
cinematic
the time.
moment where she's just
oh,
hanging in the
what'd you get? What'd you get?
I got so excited that I knocked my computer over. That was my fault. I got a 17 plus 5.
Fairuza, you take 3 steps back, launch yourself through the air, your axe up high, landing on the other side of the shale, your feet digging in as you move yourself, getting right up next to Scarface. You're gonna attack, I assume, yes? Give me a
This is
freaking
closing
attack. A
argument.
rageful attack.
God. Okay, let's see which one. It's gonna be the axe. So here we go. 10. Wait, since that's a melee, and she's wait.
Oh yeah, you can
so
if you would like to say you're attacking recklessly, I'm fine with that. We can say that now.
Yes.
Go for it.
Yes. Okay.
Roll
good,
it with
good, good.
advantage. Roll again.
Yeah. Let's do it again. No. Let's do it. Let's see. Oh my God, it's the same thing. 10 plus 12.
It's a 12?
Yeah.
A 12 will hit.
Yes.
Just, but
Got lucky.
I told you, they're just
Okay,
just
let's
flesh.
see what we do.
All right, you just
And 12 damage.
12 damage is not.
Nice.
All right, hold on. Oh, this is too exciting. All right, 6 minutes left. Anyway, all right. So yeah, you fly through the air, just 1, 2, your long legs carrying you next to this thing within seconds. Your axe slams down, taking one of its arms off of it. It just severs right along the joint there. As blood begins to spray out, its blood is blue and sort of purplish. As it begins to spray the shale around you. It sort of screams as you stand there above it. Anything else you'd like to do?
No. Bathe in the blood of my enemies.
It does. The blue blood begins to spray across. I mean, you look like you're straight out of a horror movie. Perhaps you do one of these, and there's just this beautiful, blue sort of hand skid mark across the front of your face.
In the blue blood, she does this across her face.
Oh, it's so good.
And Silas is just kind of jumping around stanzas, almost like just hitting the skip button at this point. He's just like, whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boy. She'll hack you up. And it's just, she's a man cleaver.
Acapella rock and roll from the tunnel behind you. Amazing, Fairuza. It's the ooze's turn. I think, Neb, you're the only one within its reach.
Oh no. Okay. Sure.
A little arm of it flies up and attempts to smack you from down below. Oh, that's cocked. That is not, and that's a 19.
Yeah.
And Silas, Silas, as a reaction, is
Yes.
going to say, ho, 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 ho. That's not allowed. That is completely offsides. You're not allowed to do that right now. And Silvery Barb, and it needs to re-roll that.
Okay.
So it rolls low.
It rolled quite a bit lower. That's an 11 to hit.
Still hits.
It still hits. No, poor little Neb.
Yeah, I got a 9 on my armor
Poor
class.
little
Yeah,
Neb.
I am
Okay,
also
so
just
We
flesh.
gotta get you padded up.
You're so squishy. I love it.
I am also just flesh. That's all I am.
So yes, as you do this, and it attempts to stop it from slapping Neb. Unfortunately, Neb maybe shifts her foot as well, and so it actually is able to get not a better grip, but it doesn't miss as Neb leans
I am
into it.
so as
Yes.
part of that, I'm choosing a different creature I can see.
Okay.
That is going to have advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within 1 minute, and so I'm going to go ahead and choose Neb for that as well.
Okay, then we get the Chimney Saver. All right. I will also offer the severed arm. Scarface is still alive. He's not dead, but he is still alive, facing Fairuza there. Okay, Neb, your bludgeoning is 5. Your acid is 7. I'm so sorry.
Deb falls over as she stumbles on that foot, and then
Okay.
Hold on.
that brought me right.
You're
to
at the
zero.
edge.
No. No.
You fall to the ground unconscious, your body beginning to roll towards the edge of this space. This creature has grabbed one side of you. Your leg where it got hit, these bubbles, these pustules have begun to start to form as you are rolling in that direction. We're going to hold it there. You are rolling towards it. You have not yet fallen in, but you are rolling towards the edge actively. All right. Fairuza, you're looking down at this creature down below you as it, sort of the blood sprays from its arms. It reaches forward. It's going to try to bite your ankle. I put that other sheet. Everything's disappearing on me. All right, I think I know what it is. It's probably going to miss, though. That's a 15 to hit you.
It meets my armor class.
It meets your armor class. I do get you. That's exciting.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
8.
You're doing so well.
8 piercing damage as its teeth bite into your ankle, holding tight like a dog with a bone, and it just.
Wait,
Biting
didn't
her.
something have disadvantage on its next attack?
You killed it.
Oh, darn it.
This is the one at the phone. Smiley had disadvantage.
It's worth a try.
You killed it before it had a
Darn
chance
it.
to be disadvantaged. It was disadvantaged plenty. So yes, it is bitten into you, Fairuza, for those. What did I say? That was whatever damage I said. Piercing damage into your leg there. We are back up to Silas. Silas, you are watching Neb as she collapsed onto the ground, begin to roll towards the edge within seconds of tripping over it.
I am certainly going and grabbing Neb and keeping her from falling into the abyss that is there, and going to start to move backwards with Neb. And as I do, I'm just going to say, we're back at it again, but I told you, never gonna give you up. And I'm just kind of like whispering that in her
Not
ear
when
as
she's
I'm,
rolling.
yeah, and so just I'm
Yes.
grabbing her,
Yes.
pulling her back, backing up, and kind of singing that very softly in her ear, and then that is going to be a bonus action, and that's going to restore 9 hit points.
Okay. All right. It restores the 9 hit points. These pustules, however, even though the wound heals up, unfortunately, Neb, your pustules do not burst. There is still a couple sitting on the edge of your skin.
But as I come back to consciousness, I look up at where Silas is, where he's dragging me, and I said,
Yes.
You know, your singing is really good. I'm a fan of it, you know.
I'm just a crooner. I'm just trying to distract, but apparently it does magic. And then as I say the word magic, I like set my eyes on the ones across the way.
Yeah.
And so what is left? Sorry.
So
there?
there's only one crawler left. It's Scarface that's right in front of Fairuza. He doesn't look good, but he's lodged his fangs into her ankle, and then there's a pool of ooze, and there is ooze you see still on Neb.
Oh man. Okay, as an action, I feel like it's more important, whatever is going on with Fairuza right now, a more urgent danger. And so Silas is going to simply say, hey, you, I'm talking to you. She killed you and you just don't know it yet. And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
19.
Oh.
Okay. No effect then.
No effect, okay. It doesn't even hear you. It's just chewing on Fairuza's shin bone there. Anything else, Silas?
That's it.
All right, Robin.
Didn't you hear what he said? You're already dead.
And pulls out another rubber band and flicks.
Go give your attack roll.
Ooh, I get a +5. Okay, 16.
16 hits.
Yes.
Give me your damage.
Okay, here it goes. Come on. Give me good damage. Okay. 5 points of fire damage.
5 points. Where were you aiming?
If it's, I figure it's biting her.
Yeah,
right?
it's biting her. Yeah.
I just whatever. I guess towards the chest.
Okay. It's biting her towards the chest. As it lodges in the chest, the whole body begins to convulse. As it does, its teeth ungrip from Fairuza's ankle as it just sort of leans over to the side and goes slowly still, white foam dripping out of its mouth.
Yes.
As it dies. Okay. Anything else, Robin?
Nope. Just
All right.
running over to Neb. Just checking her out.
Maeve, you are up.
So that is done for, yeah?
You see no crawlers. All there is Neb is still sort of writhing, and there's some pain in the ooze that grabbed her leg. There's a little bit of
Stay
ooze still
back from
on
the
her,
ooze.
and there's still the pool in front of you.
Stay back from the ooze. I've been waiting way too long for this.
And you're just you run to the edge. Okay.
Full on hairspray.
And start full on hairspraying it.
Fire blast hairspray.
Fantastic. We'll go.
I don't even have a spell. This is not spell.
Of course.
This is just
This
actual.
is just improvised
burning
insanity.
fire.
We are also over time, so here's what we're gonna do. Give me we'll do a dexterity attack. You're proficient with handsy stuff, so we'll let it be that. So we'll be a dexterity
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand attack essentially.
So 60 plus 5 is 21. So 21 with just sleight of hand.
Great.
And then am I throwing?
You're gonna have proficiency in there. Why not? 23. I mean, you're high math.
Yeah.
So we like high math. Go ahead and roll your. We'll see. We'll roll some fire damage. We're gonna do. Let's do a d6 per 5 of that. So you can roll 4 d6.
6, 5, 3, 4.
So 11, 14, 18.
Mhm.
Did I do that right? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. As you come up, and you can see it all sort of backs away, creating this kind of cup in front of you. You can actually see the stone sort of exposed as it tries to kind of move away, but much of it is sort of burning and steaming right in front of you as this gas of sort of destroyed acid flesh begins to rise up in front of you.
That actually worked.
It did a pretty good job. And I think from there, we're going to have to call it a night. In the middle of initiative, Neb. Let's move back to Neb. We'll do Neb before we finish here.
Okay.
Maeve, is there anything else you wanted to do other than spray it with fire?
You know what? I can I should have done this beforehand, but I can move it to my list.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that. You can say you've listed it. As you look down at it, Maeve, and you see it, you think about half of it is burned away. You know, you've done a pretty good job of almost, parting the Red Sea, parting the Icar Sea here. You know, a good chunk of it is kind of burned off, and if not burned off, it is definitely clearing, away from the fire as fast as it can. Neb, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna scramble back to my feet and kind of pat Silas on the shoulder and say, thank you. And then when I pull my hand back, it's fire fist. And I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna have anywhere near the fireball that Maeve just did, but I'm gonna help. And I'm gonna also go for...
Are you going after the large pool or the bit of it that's still left on you?
If I go after the bit of it that's on me, I'm gonna have to hit myself with the fire, aren't I?
Depends. Depends on how well you roll.
I'm gonna go for the large pool. I think at this point, Neb has been hurt by this thing so many times that she's
all right. Go for it.
It's not that she's ignoring it. She's like, this is more important. We gotta destroy this thing.
Attack.
And then Silas just kind of changes the track stance a little bit. These girls are on fire.
Silas, you said you gave me advantage on my
Yes.
next. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's so much better. Please. Yes, that's a 15 to hit.
That's a 15. That will hit.
And I do max damage, 8 points of fire damage, right into the pool. Or just like, ow!
Fabulous. Where Maeve is clearing, the path, you step up next to her and you create a couple little pock marks up one side, kind of pushing more of it aside. Anything else, Neb?
No, that's all I can do. I will move back away from it a little bit, but that's it.
All right. The ooze that's left on you automatically does. Fuck me. I'm sorry. I'm so
You
sorry.
get one.
I get one. I'm so
one.
sorry. 7 points of acid damage.
Okay, all right. This time I don't. I'm still alive. I'm still there. So, Silas, I move back to you, and I'm just like, ow, oh. Okay.
And you feel
You've got some goo on
the
you.
little bubble
got a
of
goo.
pustule still on you throbs a little bit on the side of your leg. All right, Fairuza, wrap us out. You are on the other side of this pool of ichor, surrounded by dead, bleeding, blue blood everywhere, crawlers. You're looking across and seeing this fire coming out of Maeve and out of Neb. What would you like to do?
Get rid of the last bit of ichor.
Okay, do you have fire? What do you want to do? How do you want to do it?
Yeah, how do I want to take care of this? I mean, you can't shoot ichor. You can't slice ichor with your axe. So we're gonna have to try something unconventional. It's gonna turn, and her eyes are flashing. Her hair is blowing. Run her hands through her hair, and this time, instead of creating a lightning bolt, the static that she's got out of her hair, she's gonna hand through her hands like this, sort of like putting her fingers together, and you see little sparks of electricity.
Okay.
It's electric spark, but it's a dagger. For the mechanics. Basically, it's electric spark. So she's just gonna throw her hands forward, and the little sparks are gonna go right at that last bit of ichor.
All right, go ahead, roll your attack.
Okay. Oh, should I use my dice? Should I trust the
Yes,
digital?
use your dice.
I'm scared of the digital tonight. Make it happen. Make it happen. 13.
13 misses.
No!
As you throw it forward, the dagger end over end, it goes just a little bit past, lodging in the already cleared area past that ichor, stuck down there in the rock below.
Wait, are you reckless?
Oh, you were before. You'd have to be reckless again. You could decide to be reckless again.
Thank you, Maeve, for
All right, I'm okay. I'm cool with the after the fact.
All right.
We go.
do this.
The
More
throw
like
didn't happen.
20 dirty.
Yes, dirty 20.
Totally.
Go ahead, roll your damage.
Whee! Okay. Thank you, Maeve, for being the only one of us that's still awake.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
I just got to set things on fire. I'm very happy.
4.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Darn that dice. Okay.
A mess.
Okay. All right. So your dagger lands in the ichor. Do you get anything extra with the lightning or anything like that? There's no additional.
Oh, wait a minute. +3. +3.
Okay.
Right?
So 4 + 3 is 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. That's all fine.
Damn that dice.
Damn that dice. So it lands in the ichor. It doesn't light it on fire, but you do see the kind of the whole thing kind of lights up, almost like lightning in a storm cloud. The whole sort of ichor pool lights up a little bit, and you do see a little of smoke, but it is not quite as much as what happens with the fire, but just a little from there. And that is actually where we're going to have to end for today. We will come back into our initiative at the start of the 19th chapter of Children of Éarte. So thank you all for playing with us tonight. And remember that life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. Good night.